vibes. Let's tap into your money right now. Let's see what's happening to your money, whether you picked the green, the blue, or the red, the outfits, pay attention to the outfits. I'll give you guys a second to pick the green, the blue, or the red. We're going to talk about your money. We're going to tap into the cards that I pulled. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of biblical money mantra. So let's start off with the first one. That would be, we're going to call it the grounded gainer. Okay. Green energy. So from now until about January 2026, your finances will be stabilizing. You'll have a little more consistency. You'll make practical decisions and you'll start to do a lot of smart budgeting. Okay. You're moving from survival mode to strategy mode. Maybe you have goals that you want to accomplish next year. You're going to get to them. You're going to do this slowly. You're going to probably invest into something. You may have um, put yourself in investments you couldn't fulfill before, but you're now going to fulfill them now. You may start thinking about savings account. You may do a side hustle. You may realize that this is something you have to take serious. If you're going to do a side hustle, it can't just be for fun. I'm picking up the energy Taurus for pile one, the green energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn kind of vibes. Okay. You could like a lot of green. You could need a lot of green right now. Gold could also be very significant. The numbers 3, 7, 21, 36 could also be very relevant to you. Even the number 49 could be significant. The plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty. Proverbs 21:5. So you have to be very mindful what you're doing with how you invest your money at this time. So the cards that I pulled right now, we're also going to tap into what you need to not do and do, okay, in regards to your money at this time. We have the Ace of Cups. So we're looking at overflow. We're looking at new fulfillment, blessings that you've been calling down from your heart. Like you've been like, God, I really need this. Okay. When the Ace of Cups shows up in a money reading, it's like saying, open up your heart to something that you're going to be passionate about doing. It could also mean you're going to step into a fresh start, a new job, a new creative project. You could be booming to start something. Like you could be like, oh, okay, like it's about to boom, it's about to hit, you know? It's gonna help you attract. The Ace of Cups is saying I am attracting abundance very differently from maybe how I did it 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. The money will flow differently because your heart is now open to everything that comes your way. If somebody gives you $5, you're happy for it. If somebody gives you $1,000, you're happy for it. Maybe before you just looked at it as you deserved it and it's mine and people owe me this money, right? And that probably came with fear, anger, lacks lack mindset even though you were getting money. So now it's almost like you're emotionally in tune with your money. Okay. There's a lot of heart centered emotions surrounding this, right? You're doing things that could feel good for your soul. You're not going to be at a job that you don't want to be at. You're practicing gratitude. You might even give if you feel worthy of giving. Okay. And this is going to help the divine to return to you. What you need to remember is don't chase money out of desperation. Okay, because this cup is going to overflow when you're not stressed out. Don't ignore your emotions. If something feels off about an emotional connection or anything that's surrounding you, it will affect your money too. Don't underestimate also small beginnings. So, you might be saying, I'm working at McDonald's. This is never going to work out for me. I'm bigger than this. But next thing you know, the The supervisor or manager could quit, and the opportunity could quickly turn into yours. So we have the Five of Pentacles as well. And like I had said, this is about having a lack mindset, isolation, feeling like, oh my God, it's never going to happen for me. So either you could have been fearing about some money that was lost in something you invested in, a relationship even that drained you, that made you feel like everything just got tight because my partner wasn't contributing. And it could also mean that you have help available to you. So don't focus so much on how much struggle you had to go through within the last 6 months or whenever, and actually look at how the spirit is going to give you wide eyes to see that there's help available to you outside of your thoughts. You may ask for help, maybe you're not used to this, but you're going to have to ask for it. And that could be coming from a family member or just a final financial advice, like going in and being like, hey, I want to buy a house. And they might tell you, don't buy one in this market. It could mean someone's going to provide you with financial resources or community resources for your child. It could mean when you decide to pray, you're not alone. You could ask somebody to pray with you about your finances. You're also being guided to replace the words I'm broke with I'm being prepared for overflow. I'm going to rebuild. Don't isolate yourself when it comes to your money. And you got to understand that when you see the Ace of Cups and the Five of Pentacles together, it's saying things might look tight, but opportunities with my right heart in mind is going to put me over the rainbow. And you could be moving out of this, I'm broke, I can't have anything in my future, to more like, okay, I'm receiving pockets loaded of money. Like, I am healing and I'm unlocking my financial blessings. It's about to come in. I'm ready for it. And I'm not going to stay focused on spoiled milk. I'm not going to stay focused on the fact that I had a late fee applied. I'm going to do the best that I can moving forward. If this didn't go through with me, my insurance didn't go through, my investment didn't go through, who can I talk to either recommend me to another place of employment or another place that will actually take my investment, maybe at a lesser price? Okay. So let's move into the second one. What do we got here? We have the Two of Wands. Is it the Two of Wands? Yep, the second pile, which is blue. There you go. So if you picked blue, let's go into the blue pile. Do I have the blue pile? Yeah. So, what do we got here? All right. So moving on to the blue pile, we have the visionary multiplier. Okay. This is the kind of person who is already financially clear on their goals. They have their mind wrapped around what they want, how they want to expand, and what's ahead. So I'm hearing a lot of noise in the background. So you could have a lot of noise in your background pertaining to your money. Every time you're like ready to plan, it's like something just like, I don't know, distracts your head from focusing on the paperwork. I'm getting that you really are an approved visionary. You could align with having a business, with speaking a lot, teaching a lot surrounding money. You could have your ideas being worked into the month of December and January. Like, I don't see a lot of money coming in, but I see a lot of grand ideas that are going to attract a lot of business, a lot of recognition coming in December to January. November may look a little dry. Okay. I'm seeing Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This is my kind of energy. Okay. Where it's like November is going to do a lot of collaborating, and you're going to start to see the shine and the spark and the inquisitive conversations pop up in the month of December leading into January. So it's going to be very important for you to keep your receipts. It's going to be very important for you to set your intentions. It's going to be very important for you to dream practically and logically. It's also going to be important that you step into colors like blue, silver, white, the number 8, 12, 22, 33. Those are master numbers right there. 47. Okay, those could be very significant. And your biblical money mantra is write the vision and make it plain. Okay, write the vision and make it plain. So for pile 2, if you click the blue person, visionary person, you got to understand it's very important for you to write down the things that you want to achieve. I'm seeing 1010 as above, so below right now. You want to be able to, I don't know, have $1 million in 5 years, write the plan out. You want to be able to pay down all your bills and take that vacation by 2026, write it down. I'm seeing balance the checkbook. I'm seeing even write down that you gave $5 to a child who needed it for the concert. These are all going to be important. Write the vision and make it plain. So let's step into the cards that I pulled for pile 2. We have the Two of Wands and the Queen of Swords. So when I see the Queen of Swords, I immediately like, I get stooped, like, whoa. Okay. But let's tap into the Two of Wands first. So the Two of Wands is about vision, planning, and expansion. You're standing at a place where many possibilities can happen right now. And you're gonna have to do this with teamwork. But I'm also seeing that like there's already stability in your in your energy fields. Like you could already have a business idea, you could already have a savings account, you could already have a side hustle. You're not in the let me like start running stage. You're already running stage. So you could be wondering, what's my next plan? What's my next strategic step of action? It definitely is not impulsive. Okay. Some of you are called to level up right now. You're being called to level up, but level up in a way where you understand why you're making the next move. Okay. You have to say to yourself, if I am ready to level up, how am I going to go about doing this? What is it that I should be investing in at my current job right now? What is it that I need to research more on, and how can I compare ideas and options and seek advice if I need it? How do I make calculated risk? How do I align my vision? How do I visualize what I'm going to do very soon? What I should be doing versus what I shouldn't be doing. And in 6 months, how's that going to look for me? Or a year from now, how's that going to look for me? So don't act on impulse or emotions. Don't be trying to say like you're too stressed out, so you're going to take a vacay. Don't be trying to, you know, literally go out for the night and spend everything that you have when you know there's something in a month that you're going to need that money for. I'm hearing you need to stick to your plan and you need to stay stuck in the planning stage for some time, but not forever. It's almost like you got to play limbo with the ball. I don't know, I'm seeing that like ball that ticks back and forth for a little bit. I'm also seeing like a police officer is doing an investigation and they've been doing it for 6 months. They have everything, but it's like they're missing something, and they only need like a cup of coffee to sit down for a few hours, and boom, they know where to go. They know how to connect the dots. So I'm not telling you to drink 5 coffees and stay there forever. I'm telling you to drink one and look at your map, look at your plan, look at your strategic goals, and say, okay, what is the component that is missing for me to execute this plan? How did I visualize myself a year from now and 6 months from now? And don't stay stuck, but also kind of limbo a little bit, right? There's some details like contracts, interest rates that are going to be very important to you, okay, pile two. There is your health. Also, health is wealth, okay? So even writing down on your stuff, like go to the doctor and do my monthly checkup. Maybe you haven't been doing it, okay? Um, we got the Queen of Swords, the one I didn't want to talk about. The Queen of Swords, she's a truth teller. She's very strategic. She don't play. Okay? She's very logical. There's no emotion. And whether you're a man or a woman listening, when it comes to your financial decisions, sometimes this can be very intimidating. A lot of people can be even very intimidated by some of the money discussions you have with others, what you say from what you don't say. That's why some deals don't go through for you. Okay, so you may need to set boundaries and cut out sometimes trying to manipulate people when it's not necessary. Okay, if it's $5 plus $5 interest, then it's $5 plus $5 interest. Don't try to put it $5.02. Excuse me. You are in control, okay? You don't need to try to be more in control or try to guilt trip people into spending money or doing favors or trying to make people comfortable. You know what I mean? If it's $5, $5. Don't make it $4.90. Um, Try not to let the opinions of others cloud your judgment. Okay? Try not to let the feelings of others cloud your money goals right now. Budget with precision. Speak up about money boundaries. Sometimes my mom, she'll be like, oh, you should put him in this and put him in this. Let him do like this. And why don't you take your son here and there? And I'm like, okay, so are you going to bring him to this and to that and to this? So for some of you, you may have people around you that may recommend how you spend your money, but remind them that you got boundaries, okay? Right? Come with facts. Like, hello, it's winter. Do you think I want to be driving all the way to Timbuktu just to let my son do cartwheels in the backyard of someone else's, cartwheel manufacturer? I don't know. Okay, I'm making it up, but limit the emotion because you know that what you're trying to do is going to bring you forward. Also, for those of you who are already like, you already have a business, talking to somebody who's like, in your age group a little bit or with on your queue or on your level may help you with your business because they might tell you, hey, did you know about this new program? Did you know that you could do this? Did you know you can get a tax credit for this? Hey, why don't you check this out and check this out? Like an financial advisor, but also an accountant. Some of you need to go and have those conversations with some people because they might be able to help you. So for pile two, you got to plan smart and you got to stay sharp. You also have to know your strategic like plan here, okay? What your next best move is and how you can bring everything together. Some of the people around you, I'm being guided to tell you this right now. Some of the people around you are adding their hands to your pot and making your soup go stale. So if you got 5 hands on deck or 4 hands on deck, I'm telling you right now, 2 of them got to go. 2 of them are wasting your time and they don't see your vision. So you have to cut out those distractions, okay? Because they're not focused on your next big money move. They want to know if you got money that they're not seeing and they actually don't think as wise as you think they think. So those two people need to step out of your coin. Protect your coin like it's your royalty. All right, let's move on to the last one. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so this one has a lot of cards. The most. I couldn't even put it back. Like I was like, can you give me two? Can you just give me two? Um, I believe it was red, of course, the bold one, right? So the bold energy is about your financial breakthroughs are going to happen, already happening, or you're currently in a space where your manifestations are unfolding. If you were at a loss for the last couple months, those delays, they've been shut down. Like it's closed. Flap me. If someone tries to mess with your money, spiritually speaking, Like, no, you're going to get a raise now. You're going to get the highest pay in your company. You're going to get approved. You're going to get, someone's going to clear you. You're going to get your clearance letter for employment. Just make sure you're ready to say yes to everything. The doors are open, wide open. Um, don't forget to like stand up straight. Your confidence matters. I'm hearing some of y'all don't stand up straight. So stand up straight. Take off your headphones when someone's talking to you. I'm getting fire energy. I'm getting Leo, Sagittarius, especially because Sagittarius is around your season. So if you've been thinking of getting a new job, here's the time. You're going to attract favor right now. You should be wearing a lot of gold and red and black this season. The numbers 1, 9, 18, 29, and 45 are very, very significant. And I believe most of those numbers have 9 in it, right? So you got 9, 18's got 9, 29 got 9, and 45 got 9. The biblical mantra for you is the Lord will open the heavens, the storehouses of his bounty. 28:12 Deuteronomy. Okay. So, and that's 10:12 when you break it down, 10 and 3. Um, you're going somewhere. You're going somewhere, you're going to start driving. Maybe it's a long destination before you get to the place that you want to get to. Maybe where you're going to pick up this money or earn this money, it's out of your district or out of the location that you stay in. So be mindful of having to pay for a bus pass, having to have gas in your car, make sure it's up and running, those type of stuff. That's going to be very, very important for you. We have here, let's start off with your cards. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, 8 of Pentacles. Very beautiful card. She's like married to her money. Okay, right? All the hard work that you've done has paid off. Whether you invested in some building something, you are mastering your craft. Your money is tied to your effort. Your money is tied to your direction. And this could be because you have decided to up your skills. You have decided to, excuse me, invest in other people to be around you. Sorry, guys, I need some water. Okay. You've decided for other people to be around you and invest in you and your dedication. So you're learning alongside of being around people who are learning too. Like, oh, this is how you use this, and this is what you do with this when you're in CapCut. This is what you do with this, and this is how you do on Google. And you know what I mean? There's a lot of conversations happening. So you're perfecting your skills, and that is going to get noticed, and it's also going to help you stay consistent. It's also going to help you hit the big bucks. Okay. So you've invested in yourself, and you're going to reap back the rewards this time. You could have gotten a certificate recently. You could have graduated recently. The tools that you have invested in for this season is going to be for your long-term growth. Don't rush. Okay. Because success doesn't happen overnight. Some people, they hit the big bucks in 3 days. Some people, they hit the big bucks in 6 months. Some 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. Okay, so don't get bored with sometimes having to do something very repetitive, right? I'm well known when it comes to children in my community, and it may look silent because, like, I'm all over the place. I don't stay in one spot. So for you, you may tend to be known in small areas or small communities, but don't overlook that because there's something greater on the other side. All that experience can bring you into a big company or even make you start your own. I'm hearing some of you guys are going to be driving cars that they don't even make no more. Okay. Like, um, don't cut corners. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't cut corners, okay? I don't like people who cut corners, so don't cut corners. Stay diligent. The 9 of Swords. So we got the 9 of Swords. All right. This is about you having sleepless nights and overthinking stuff. So don't overthink your finances. I feel like this pile is related to me too. I tend to do that. So y'all try not to do that. Try not to think about when this is going to get paid, that's going to get paid, when's this going to happen, when's that going to happen, cuz you might just magnify your fears more than where you're trying to go. Don't stress about sometimes how you still got to pay all these bills and how you're feeling like you're trapped, the things that, you know, check your bills and make sure that they're coming out at a timely response. We have phones that work really well in this generation. So put it in your phone. I got to pay a bill on the 21st. Okay, remind me on the 20th, right? So you may also tend to like panic sometimes when you're borrowing. Put yourself in a position where you're not borrowing anymore. You know, put things in place where you're not bottling everything up because you decided to do these things. Make those small little investments to tackle your bills down. Because if you keep assuming the worst is going to happen, you're most likely going to stress louder about it later. We got the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is about you having going through a ton of challenges in your financial life. Okay. But I feel as though if the reason why you came to this reading is to tell you don't give up. There's something about your financial stability that you keep like I don't know, you keep doing it over and over. It's insane, right? You keep doing something stupid with your money. So, even though you have it, even though it keeps coming, you keep spending it in a place where you shouldn't, like Netflix. Let's say you never watch it or you only watch it once a month. Why are you still giving them 10, 13, $14? That's something that's pulling on your pocket, or a gym membership, or a dating app, or let's say, I don't know, like a program, a PDF program, a Microsoft program, and you're spending $10 and it's wasting your time. So stop doing that, okay? You have to keep your boundaries very strong when it comes to your own pocket, okay? Learn from your past money mistakes, okay? That's what the problem for you is in the third pile. You have some mistakes that you made and you keep repeating them. So no one else is to blame but you. Okay, this is how you're going to break some generational curses that are upon your life because I'm smelling that is generational. I'm smelling that your mom did the same thing, your dad did the same thing. Like a lot of foreclosures, like flip this house, whatever. All right. We got the sun. This is a really good card. Okay? Brings about abundance, joy, clarity that you can expect success to come your way. You can expect that you're going to be recognized and you can expect that this is going to make you very happy. Someone's going to want what you're selling for, like, you know, $300, $400, $4,000. Someone is going to see your authenticity and they're going to be attracted to it. They're going to say, hey, whatever you're selling, I'm buying. Okay. So you need to celebrate your wins because you've earned it. Share your light, why you created this particular tarot card, why you created this particular channel, what it is, the message behind it. Don't be afraid to show that you're in a different season, but this season needs a new visibility. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, like remind people, like, okay, here is my shea butter and it's popping. We got vanilla flavor. We got vanilla flavor. You know those ashy legs in the wintertime? Oh my. That's why you got to get this vanilla shea butter. And it's infused to restore everything that you need under those bottom cracked feet. Ew. Okay, I'm not a salesman, but y'all know. Okay, be grateful. Be grateful for the gifts that you have and show appreciation. Okay, we got another one. I told y'all the last one got the most cards. Okay, we got the Nine of Wands. Did we talk about that? Yeah, we did. So we talked about the sun, the Nine of Wands, the swords. Don't dim your light. Grind mode. Okay. Don't forget to breathe. I did have to drink some water in your pile for some odd reason. So maybe you need to drink water and breathe. And don't forget that it's okay if you put down rules for yourself. I remember telling somebody like, I may not be rich, but I don't have no debt. Okay. And I started feeling good saying that. So that's where you want to get to a place where you're not feeling this heap of stress because you can now celebrate what you've done. what you've done in regards to your money. You're not overindulging or spending too much. By Christmas time, you're maintaining balance, even if everyone's got to get like a $50 gift card and that's it. And some people can't even afford giving people a $50 gift card. Maybe it's $20 for each person. Maybe it's $10 for each person. But it's a way to say that you're not going to feel guilty about your success and you're not going to feel guilty about your money. All right, we out.